Hello, hello, hello. Well, yesterday I felt a lot happier. The two 15-minute segments seem to work a lot better, and also the fact I can do sort of really dirty stuff in the evenings. I don't know what it's about half an hour. Not going to be any set time in the evening shows. I actually did sit on a banana and then eat it. So you can check that out. I think you just look at the old shows. You can click on those. Now today's been a bit of been doing paperwork. The first time I've sort of tried to tackle that. It's really hard to decide how far back you want to keep things paperwork wise. Plus there's still some stuff I need to sort out from probably about 2 years ago. You might have left it a bit late now, but it could be like a tax rebate. When I was a student, I'm not supposed to be paying tax on my savings. Didn't sort that out at all. Maybe it's too late, maybe it isn't. Maybe I'll just withhold payments to the government as a way of saying I can't be bothered to claim this, but I'm actually going to not pay you this instead. That could be classed as a dispute, which could actually go in my favour. So maybe I'll do that. I waste a lot of their time, a lot of my time as well. Then. So the kitchen is still got the wood in it. I just couldn't face going outside at all today. It's still wet and horrible. And I actually had to clear space for the oven because I do want to cook something today. I've got some sweet potato that really needs to be eaten up, so I'm going to probably don't know, maybe I'll roast some, and then I've got some wraps and things, so I could like mix up. It's sort of like maybe a veggie thing, do a big veggie thing. Might be some left over this evening. I may have a guest this evening who doesn't eat meat, so that'll be nice for them. What else? So these are the hard disks. I'll just switch the lights on here. I've been going through computer files on the hard disks and I found loads of gems. So there they are. Actually, my dad lent me one that he occasionally uses to sort of get. What I want to do is sort out everything I've got, like to one copy of each. So I've been doing a lot of that. Been uploading the old thing, trying to upload at least one new thing a day. Sometimes I find old things and just do them, or even just a clip of people messing about, which I did yesterday, which was fun. These guys I used to hang out with during the MA, Roberto and Fabrizio, are just legendary. You know, it's quite hard to see other friends give up on booze. I'm willing to pay the price. I'm willing to pay the price now of a few days not really being with it, being grumpy, for having what can be quite an unforgettable high old time. But I know it doesn't. I know it affects people in different ways. But there we go. So I've been creating a bit more floor space in here. There's things like tools being all put into one box because the idea is to get the tools in the shed. I can't get I can't get the tools in the shed till I've cleared a space in the corner. But there's a fruit machine in the corner. There was a pinball machine in there a few months ago. I managed to donate that to the Ramsgate Pinball Museum, which they may well do up and sell. There's one of the things I just wanted it to go to good home. I didn't really care if it was worth money or not. In the stuff I found this black hair dye. Hang on. Refer to base of pack. Doesn't actually seem to have a use by date on it, which is possibly good. I did dye my hair back black when I was a student, mainly because I really like Vic Reeves and he used to dye his hair back. I had a nice goth do it for me. She did a really good job, and it lasted a long time. I don't know why it is. I mean, it sort of, I guess it grows out, but it's not as obvious. Now we could do something live now. We're going to see if this TV works. So to do that, oh no, hang on. Oh dear. Yeah, there it is. You see, this is where it gets a bit silly. You just pile things up without any thought at all. Do you like my chain? Bling bling. Oops. Now, that's one of the accessories I have, which isn't real, but it's good fun to wear. I think the last time was actually a bling party, which was really good. Okay, so we've got the house is now dotted around with old radios, and I can walk from room to room switching Radio 4 on and off. Although I listened to a bit of Radio 2 this morning with Richard Madeley, when the talky bits were good, and then he'd play some really soft, crappy music that I wasn't into at all. Oh no. Okay, so the most important thing with electrical things is don't get electrocuted by them. Whatever you do, do not get electrocuted by them. Okay. Right, they're switched off at the main plug. Okay, I'm going to keep my distance. Okay, let's see what happens. This has been in here for months and months and months. Very damp. The dehumidifier is filling up about once every just about a day and a half still. Okay, now the circuit tripper might go. Oh shit! Right, okay. There will be a. I'm going to turn it off again. There will be a switch on the front, maybe at the back. That feels really. This isn't good. Maybe there isn't. Maybe I'm saved. Well, usually there's a switch of some sort. What's that? That's sort of the aerial. It's one of these clicks. It's volume. Ah, is it a pulley push one? I have a feeling it might be a pulley push one. The other way to see it is if the guns at the back glow. Ha! Hey, no, that wasn't even set up. That wasn't set up. There's a gun at the back. Talking about the cathode ray tubes. This is one of my toys that I didn't even want to keep the box for, because I wanted to get it out of the box and play with it. It's a Mars Attacks gun. Not sure if that works. It had a leaky battery in it, so it's a little bit. It's got a little bit of damage on there, but that's really fun. Okay, I'm just gonna. You see, you got these little. You can't see, can you? I don't want to drop the crapple. You got these little dials there for adjusting the picture size and things. Nothing. Okay, well. The reason why I asked Dad about this TV, and he thought he'd got rid of it, but he hadn't, is I'm going to copy my friend Dougie. He's actually taken one of these TVs, a lovely wood finish, turned it into a fish tank, which is great. So, Dougie, I'm going to do the same thing as you. Don't be angry with me. Some people get angry if I do the same thing as them, but quite often you see, it's all been done before anyway. We all know it has now. I'm going to need this drill for later on. I was looking for that earlier. It's nice for that to turn up. So goodbye basement. Now, I was trying to rig up some speakers yesterday and I couldn't find my speaker wire. And then I found this wire that would do. I was really excited because it looked really high quality. So I chopped it all up into 4 bits because it didn't have the double two, left and rights. And still didn't really know what it was, and then it all became obvious it was for one of these light sets, and it was supposed to be in one bit, and you had to sort of screw these little lights in the things that were dangled down. Sorry, I'm not really explaining it very well. So anyway, got there. The only trouble was that one of the connectors at the back of the amp, back of the speaker even, you can see that. Oh bloody hell. I can't see that. It's shadows in the way. The terminals come off, and to the point where I tried soldering the wire straight onto it, which was a laugh. It took 20 minutes. I realised that's not going to happen, so I'm going to drill out the bit of metal, two in a screw, and hopefully that speaker, turn-on speaker. Sugar. I haven't had any more casualties yet. Things breaking, nearly did then. Tannoy speaker that UCA threw out in Canterbury would be okay. I should have taken more speakers. They were throwing out so many speakers. It was unreal, really unreal. So, how are we doing? How are we doing for time? Okay, so things are coming together. This room now, it has, even though it has been overused, has the MyPod in it ready to go together, and now I've got the case there. The case is reinstituted. It was used to take the Red exhibition down of making artwork. It's now got all the MyPod bits back in it, which it was doing before. Found the Vectrex instructions. That was the real instructions that were used on the MA show. How can I tell you? Because there's few little bits of blue tack. No, on the back, well, white tack I think it was. So I found the original computer laptop for the fish tank. So that's nearly there. This, probably not going to use that. I don't know why I've got the Matrix poster in there, and I've still got the Bible nailed to a piece of wood, which it is Sunday, isn't it? Maybe I'll talk about religion another time, but it's unavoidable that I was brought up in the church, and got baptised and been dabbling in, out, in, out, in, out. So I consider myself a Christian, but I hate going to church. Now, it's not as subversive as you think it might be. Okay? And I'll tell you why another time. So, yeah, now this is new. This is a work in progress. This is, I've got one more upstairs, but it's so huge, I can't get it down. And then there's another one at Dad's that I know his old monitor, which I'm sure he won't want either. He's got a laptop. Most people get laptops these days. They're more than enough, aren't they? He said, "Woo." And I've noticed as well, when I actually watched back one of the shows yesterday, that it's out of sync. The sound is out of sync. So I'm strumming away on the guitar, and it looks rubbish. So sorry about that. Chat. Is anyone chatting to me? No. No one even watching. Fine. So yeah, so they're there, and you saw the towers of computers in an earlier show. Maybe they'll go in the middle. We'll see. Should really be set up for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8, I reckon, will do the job. As well, that's bearing in mind if they all work. Oh, does it matter if they work? It probably doesn't, actually. Okay. Upstairs. So the bedroom starting to get a bit messier now, because I'm keeping the clothes that I've used, because I do want to do a photo shoot to keep the clothes. So I'm going to try and lay those out, look back, just to remind myself what I was wearing in the shows, not trying to repeat anything. Just so you know, today I'm being very media. So I've got a black shirt on, trying to look smart. I've got my accessory fake gold chain. Got black trousers, but they're kind of like the combat ones, which I didn't even know I had. There's this cupboard here which holds the multitude of sins in the bedroom, and maybe that's something I will delve in there with you tomorrow. Maybe tonight the 15 minutes is all going to be about fun. We might have company if company wants to join in. Possibility of 2 people coming this evening, but it may just be 1. Now this room, at last, it has some floor space. They're still not set up the camera. That fell over. Oops. That fell over today. That was nearly a casualty. It seems to be working okay. Howard's chair, you can have a little sit in Howard's chair and talk. May set this room up for interviewing. How will I do interviewing, you say? Well, traditionally, many years back, interviews used to be done with one camera, and I'll talk about it tomorrow. Anyway, or whenever, talk about it. But yeah, eventually, because they filmed all the questions and the answers, and then they went back and filmed the questions afterwards. There was a famous interview with some guy or other who answered the questions after the interview, and he sounded really assertive and really kind of in the face of the President of America when he was being more reasonable and relaxed. And when the President saw the whole thing back, he was quite cross about this. And since then, I think it was NBC or something, they started to use 2 cameras, so it gave the true representation of the interview with the person asking the questions and the other person. So to achieve that, I will need 2 cameras, I will need a vision mixer, and I will need another monitor to feed to the webcam of what's going on, although I have been looking at possibly plugging video feed straight into a computer, but I think that's not very easy, and it involves downloading dodgy software from dodgy sites that are no doubt going to infect me with a virus, because I'm sure they don't really exist. Didn't make it into any other part of the house, but there we are. Tonight, sorry Lurker for yawning. Tonight, more shenanigans, more fun. Maybe I'll do something dirty again. We'll see. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye now. Enjoy your Sunday.